It's kind of customary, Mr. Mayor, as a point of personal privilege, that when somebody becomes a lawyer, they have somebody motion the court to bring the person in as a member of the bar. If I could, as a point of personal privilege, make a somewhat of a motion to
a moot motion.
A moot motion that someone of you could take up. I met Odey in April of this year through Zach, his partner, and Zach is a frequent practitioner in the Dearborn Heights District Court. The judge in the Dearborn Heights District Court, who's a dear friend, sent Kathy a message saying, I hear you're looking for a new city attorney. Zach Hallman would like to talk to you. And Ashley walked in and handed that message to Kathy, and I was a little bit irate because I wasn't looking to go anywhere, and I couldn't understand why my friend Judge Plawecki was sending this much younger and better looking attorney to take my job. So we had a laugh about it. I put the note, Kathy handed me the note, I put it in my pocket, and I went down to 31st District Court to struggle through the day, and that night I took the note out of my pocket and I started to think to myself, well, maybe I need a little extra help. So I called Zach Hallman and I said, you want to be a city attorney? Well, show up on Friday. I got a full docket and I need some help. I'll see what you're made of. So I met Zach first. He seemed like a good guy, and he said he had a partner that knew how to speak Arabic, that grew up running the streets of Hamtramck because his mother was a dentist here. So I'm thinking to myself, well, this is a unicorn. I mean, we've got a partnership. One guy who's, and I hate to bring up the ethnic backgrounds given the discussion tonight, but we got a guy who's Polish, who's familiar with Hamtramck, and a guy who speaks Arabic, of an Arabic background, who ran the streets of Hamtramck as a young kid. And if there's going to be somebody that's going to come in after me, these guys have the heart and the energy that I had at one time as a much younger man. And I think they've got the brains to beat me as well. So
I don't know about that.
they're good people. And if you want to attract the best and the brightest, you've clearly done that here with the first motion. These gentlemen are solid together, and I think they'll be solid for you. I'll be there to back them up whenever they need me to come in and help them, but I think you got a solid couple of people that will do a good job for you and put Hamtramck first, which is what you need.
I have to say, I really appreciate him saying that, and I was pretty nervous to say anything in the first place, so that gave me a second to breathe, I guess. I will say, with regards to my background, I'm not just Arabic or Arabic speaking. My dad was born in Africa, in Senegal, which she mentioned she had been to Senegal. My dad was born in Dakar, Senegal. He lived there his whole life until he moved to America. He'd been to Lebanon one time for 1 week, and the only thing he could remember as a child was he got hit by a horse or something. That's all he remembers. So really, he's Senegalese. He has a Senegalese passport as well as an American one. My mom's born in Baghdad, Iraq, but she has she's only a quarter Iraqi. My grandma's Armenian and Turkish, and my grandfather was Russian and Iraqi. So I have quite a bit of nationalities in me. I've got quite a bit of mix. I speak French and Arabic too. It's probably French a little bit better than Arabic. But I'm not really trying to brag, I'm just trying to address that.
Prove it.
Je parle français très bien. Je parle comme j'habitais en France. Well, that's anyways. Any French speaker will tell you my pronunciation is very good. Zach has a Polish background. He spent his entire life coming to Hamtramck. I don't know how to pronounce it, but babcha, I think, is what he said. That's who he'd come down with it. This is grandpa.
Grandpa.
So maybe I'm wrong. We should have talked about that. So that's that. With regards to our qualifications, I know you guys talk about qualifications being important. Obviously, that's what you want to hear about. I graduated from Wayne State as an undergrad. I graduated from Washington University in St. Louis, which is a top 15 or 16 law school in the country. Zach graduated from University of Illinois Law School. I don't know their ranking, but I know it's top 25. So we both graduated from top law schools. Not as good as Jim, but we're getting there one day. Wash U will be there. So we have the qualifications there. For the last decade, I came back from St. Louis to the Metro Detroit area because this is where I was born, this is who I wanted to serve, and this is who I wanted to help. And in doing so, I opened a small firm. And that firm, to be honest, isn't the biggest moneymaker in the world. Why? Because we help the little people. We help people who need help, who come in and say, please, help us, with this or that. And over time, that grew into such a practice. First of all, the district court practice, which Jim brought us in to help with. That's why we're so good at that. We've dealt with that for 10 years. We've dealt with that in every level. But also, I built a real estate and business practice where I did complex real estate issues and business issues. And to be quite fair to Zach, he is a superstar lawyer. As an employment attorney, he knows everything, period, about employment law. And I think that's going to be very helpful to us in serving this community and serving the council and the mayor. So in terms of qualifications, that's our experience and our education. But more than that, we offer something a little bit more intangible, which is hard work, dedication. We believe in honor. We believe in, look, we have families with young children. He has twins. I have a son who's 2 and hopefully another on the way. We work really hard to make sure that we provide for our family, and in doing so, we do it ethically to provide an example for our family for the future. And so that's what we promise to do here, is to be as ethical and as honest, as forthright as possible to you in everything, to help and to serve the best that we can. He mentioned, my mom did have a dentist office in Hamtramck. As a kid, I'd come all the time, walk the streets by myself, get to go to the corner and get a drink and candy, which was a treat because my mom would never let me out of her sight generally. But Hamtramck, she felt, was safe enough for me to go. And I always remember that. Really, as a kid, I felt like an adult getting to go to the store by myself. So I appreciate it, and if you hire us, we'll do the best. Thank you.